All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw here. Got him in. It's Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A big play there for Philly. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw. It's for his running back, McCoy. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way up and down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board here in this Super Bowl. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught by Biletnikoff. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Here's Montgomery.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Completes it to Quick. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Ertz has it left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Montgomery back to the ground. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, maybe we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards to pick up there.
25. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
But they didn't accomplish it there. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To Allen on the dump off. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now the Eagles down by 7. At time, a huge factor. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man quick. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Now we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's Allen. First down and more for Allen. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In a regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Call on a nickel set for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Drops this one off to McCoy underneath. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And a short 3-yard pickup gets them up to the 15. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot, now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have police.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.